The owners of the troubled apartment complexes in Aurora that claimed their buildings had been taken over by Venezuelan gangs are now facing an investigation themselves. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. I'm Mark Salinger. Documents obtained by 9 News Investigate show the Colorado Attorney General's office has subpoenaed CBZ management over recent months. They're investigating potential violations of the state's safe housing laws that regulate housing conditions. The subpoenas demand that the management company turn over documents related to how it screens tenants, its finances, how it handles maintenance requests, and how it promotes its apartments to potential customers. The management company owns several apartment buildings in Aurora, claims that the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua had taken them over and were extorting residents, went viral online. They were amplified by former President Trump, who even came to Aurora last month for a speech on immigration. Documents obtained by 9 News show there have been questions about habitability and cleanliness at the apartment complexes for years. More documents show that CBZ management started telling the city of Aurora that it believed its buildings had been taken over by the Venezuelan gang over the summer. Aurora police have arrested a small number of known Venezuelan gang members in the area. Tonight, we're also learning more about 2 members of that TDA gang, that they'll be sent back to Texas after they were arrested in Colorado for murder and kidnapping. This week, the Farmers Branch Police Department in the Dallas area put out an alert as they searched for Jonathan Gonzalez and Carlos Bolivar. They're accused of killing a 33-year-old in Texas. ICE says both were first caught in Texas last year after entering the U.S. illegally. They were released from custody and then arrested again in Aurora on September 26th of this year. We're just now finding out about it. Again, both men are now in ICE custody. Switching gears to the weather, it was a beautiful fall day across the metro area, but the colder weather, it's making its way into Colorado with the possibility of snow moving in this week. Want to bring in 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, because Corey, we're talking about the first real snowstorm of the season down here in the city.
Yeah, I think on Monday morning, it's going to look and feel a lot like winter here in Denver, and we may get that first snow accumulation. If not, we'll have several more chances. If we look at our weather impact headlines, we have a wintry week ahead of us. We have about 4 or 5 chances to pick up snow here in Denver over the next 7 days. The first storm's coming tomorrow, and we'll feel the impacts here in Denver on Monday morning. The snow will really impact the foothills between 7,000 and 9,000 feet. We're looking at potentially 3 to 8 inches. These are the winter weather alerts that are in place right now. The light blue colors, all of that are winter weather advisories, 3 to 8 in the foothills, 5 to 10 in other parts of the mountains. There is a winter storm watch in the southeast mountains. This storm will impact the state of Colorado from 11 a.m. on Sunday to 11 a.m. on Monday. I'll have more about the impacts of this first storm and a few more storms after that coming up in the forecast.
Corey, thank you. Police in Lafayette are looking for a burglar. So this is the part where we usually tell you a suspect description so you can look out for him. This guy's most telling trait is that he clearly has a sweet tooth. 9 News reporter Rhea Jha is joining us this evening. And Rhea, the businesses that he's targeting are bakeries.
Yeah, and I spoke with the owner of the bakery the burglar most recently broke into just this past Wednesday at 4 in the morning. But while the damages of that break-in will be expensive to fix, the bakery owner said she didn't exactly suffer a monetary loss from the theft, but the burglar didn't leave empty-handed either.
I've always been a baker, went to culinary school.
In 11 years of owning the Button Rock Bakery, Jamie Lachelle has never seen her sweets fly off the shelves like this.
I want t-shirts made. Our cupcakes are so good. On the back, the photo of him stealing them. They're criminal.
They're calling him the Cupcake Caper.
Gotta leave here with something.
When Jamie got to the bakery Wednesday morning, it looked bad.
So I got here a little bit before 5 and saw the door was broken, called the police. Once I realized there was nothing missing and damaged, immediately it was funny.
She showed us her favorite parts of the security footage.
If he's looking for other cash boxes or a safe or something, not sure, parkour. It is baffling to me that they can't find this guy. He's not doing a good job. He's not stealthy.
And then he spies the prize, carrot cake cupcakes. cupcakes.
And absconds with $40 worth of cupcakes at this point.
It was all he took.
That's the photo for the t-shirt.
It was funny until she found out this person has stolen more than just a tray of cupcakes.
Third bakery in 3 weeks. And then I started getting a couple phone calls from other businesses in downtown Lafayette that said the exact same thing happened to them.
She knows how hard it is to run a small business.
But really I'm hoping just to draw attention to the small businesses here who are suffering. It's awful. The insurance claims, the damage. Ultimately, I know it's not funny. It's my cope.
Jamie is looking forward to the day police find this bakery burglar.
Oh, I'd love to hear from him. First, did he like them? We know he did.
I mean,
These are the cupcakes.
how could he resist?
Like, I get it. I get it. It makes sense.
Lafayette police said the suspect might be part of a group of people who have been breaking into small businesses recently, along with the 3 bakeries. Police confirmed 3 other break-ins linked to the group. They said they do have an active lead, but they are investigating and cannot share any additional information at this point. Ria Jha, 9 News.
Moving to the election now, a new intelligence memo in Colorado details the potential for insider threats that could impact the 2024 election. That memo was shared with county clerks, law enforcement, and the Secretary of State this week. It warns of people with access to sensitive information using their power in the wrong way. The bulletin gives all county clerks warning signs to look for election workers who may be trying to cause harm. It comes just a month after former Republican Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters was sentenced to 9 years behind bars for orchestrating a scheme to breach the county's voting systems to try and prove voter fraud.
Looking back now at Tina, the signs were pretty obvious. She skipped out on trainings. She never tried to learn what really happens in our elections. She stayed incredibly political on social media. And so that made her an easy target when you have bad actors looking for somebody to do something like Tina did.
It's Matt Crane with the County Clerks Association. The bulletin was published by a branch of the Colorado Department of Public Safety working with Homeland Security and Emergency Management. Right now, we're told there are no credible threats to targeted violence on any polling places or election workers in Colorado. Now, ahead of Election Day, a group of teens in Boulder County are working to learn more about democracy and how elections work. The Student Democracy Program is ran by the Boulder County Elections Division. They hired a bunch of local high school juniors and seniors to serve as election judges, and as a judge, the students will learn firsthand how the electoral process works at several voting centers across the county.
It's really refreshing. Everyone's united with just a common purpose of getting this election done in a respectful way, in a friendly way.
Being able to see people put in their ballots in the slots and see them filled out, not obviously what they're filling out, but see them fill it out and watch them be able to engage in that process is unlike anything that I've ever experienced.
They're learning about it firsthand. Part of their jobs is also greeting voters, of course, as they prepare to cast their ballots in the all-important 2024 election. A reminder, you have until 7 p.m. on November 5th to vote.